Welcome to Dobby's Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf. In this video we're going to be changing the oil in this Mark 1 Peugeot 3008 with a 1.6 diesel engine. This is quite a simple job but vital to keep your car running smoothly. They recommend that you change the oil every year or every 10,000 miles depending on what comes first. So grab your tools and let's get fixing. So the first step is to open the filler cap, like I do here. I normally stand this on the bonnet catch to stop me closing the bonnet without putting oil back in, and I also pull the dipstick up just to give me a visual reminder that I need to put oil back in later on. Now we're going to remove this air inlet pipe, so just going to quickly pop it off. The two little tabs on the side just pops out the way, and there's the oil filter housing. Now underneath the car is on actual stands, and I'm going to break this 21mm sump plug loose with my ratchet. So just break it loose nice and gently, but not overly tight. So while we're working this sump plug loose, I'll just say that I've got a 10 litre drain pan underneath here to catch in the oil when it comes out. I always recommend using a bigger drain pan than you think you need. The car only holds 3.7 litres of oil, but it's well worth being on the safe side. You don't want to spill oil anywhere, it's a pain to clean up. And yeah, just work it out nice and easily. And once we get to the right point, we'll just use our magnetic sump plug tool to remove the sump plug the rest of the way so we don't get any hot oil on our fingers. I just mentioned that I run the car up to temperature before I started this job. And yeah, so just drain it out nice and easily. And as I said, it holds around 3.7 litres of oil. Bit more, as you can see, it is quite a messy job. We'll clean this up with a bit of brake clean later on and I'll show you that. But yeah, just let it drain out. And while it's draining out, we can move on to the next part, which is taking off the oil filter housing, which I'll show you in a moment. So here's the oil filter housing, it's a 27mm bolt. We're going to break it loose with our ratchet. Just get our ratchet on there and break it loose. It comes off fairly easy. We're only tightening down to about 25 Nm, so we're not overly tight, but you never know if someone's been in there before you and over tightened it. There you go, it's broken loose now, and just work it out all the way. And it just squeezes between these pipes. That's where you have to remove the air inlet pipes, I say. But yeah, it just comes out fairly simply. And out, and the filter should be attached to it, so that's always good. There we are, it's out and loose now, so we'll just pull it out the rest of the way. We'll clean up this oil afterwards with a bit of paper towel. It's also a good idea to have the drain pan a bit underneath there as well, so you can catch any oil that falls down. We're going to pull the old filter out now, and we're going to remove the old O-ring. The new filter comes with an O-ring, so my hands are a bit oily now. I'm just going to quickly grab a screwdriver and pop this off. So you get a flat bladed screwdriver is the tool to use for this, I find. Once I wipe my hands a bit, there we go. So here comes a flat bladed screwdriver, and we're going to pop it off nice and simply. Just get it underneath. You don't need a little one, as you can see, it just pops off fairly simply. Once that's out of the way, we can put the new O-ring back on. So this O-ring goes back on, and I found the best technique for this is to get it on the top first, like so, and then just run your finger around it in circular motions, and it will just seat itself nicely down the bottom. Just like that, as you can see me do your finger, just run it down like that, and it gets into the nice place. It doesn't twist or bunch up, which is perfect for what we want. Now we're going to put the oil filter back in, so you need to put the cartridge back in first. There's a little nib on the end of it, I should have shown you really. There's a little hole inside the filter housing hole we're putting it back into, and we need to line it up. Sorry, not the camera there. Once you get it lined up, we can put the oil filter housing cap back on. So the bit we removed earlier with the 27mm. And yeah, we're just simply just going to put it back in. And with a bit of wiggling, we'll get it lined up, and it'll pop back onto the oil filter, and then yeah, just work it back in. So just always start these by hand. You don't want to cross thread them because they're a pain to get back off. But yeah, just twist it down, and once you get it to the right point, and when you get it in the right location, make sure no cables are trapped, and then we can start working it down with the ratchet. So again, this is 27mm. And there'll be a link to all the tools I use in the description, as well as the oil and the torque specs and all that down in the description if you need any extra help with that. And yeah, just tighten it down nice and easily. And once you get it down to the right tightness, we'll come back with torque rates later. I didn't do that on camera, but I did tighten it down to 25 Nm afterwards. So it's a fairly loose one really, it's going to be overly tight, and there's a torque spec for you. Now we're going to put the air intake pipe back in, so it goes back in very much the same way as we removed it. So all you have to do is simply slide it in place, and then clip it back in the front there. Just doing this now, while I'm remembering, really. This is the easiest way of doing it. And now we're going to go back underneath the car and fit the sump plug with a new cross washer. I did film me putting a new cross washer on here, but unfortunately I forgot to hit record, it seemed, or just didn't record the footage. It's happened a couple of times with this. I don't quite know what's going on with the camera, but new sump plug and cross washer are going in to the sump there. You always start it by hand as always. And yeah, we'll just quickly tighten it down with a ratchet now. We've got it started. It's a bit oily, I should have cleaned it off ideally, but it'll be fine, we'll make it work. And yeah, just tighten it down nice and easily. Gloves are a necessity of this job, especially when you're working with diesel oil. But yeah, just tighten it down nice and easily. And once you're happy with where we're going to the right position, we'll torque it down. So I'm going to quickly tighten it down a bit further with a ratchet. And once it gets tight enough, I will come back with a torque wrench afterwards and torque it down to 25 newton meters, which is quite nice and simple really. It's a fairly easy oil change on this. So there we are, that's 25 newton meters. We're going to give a quick clean off so we can see if there's any leaks later on. And yeah, just spray it down and wipe it off. I was running out of brake cleaner, so you go through so much of this stuff, it's unreal. But yeah, just keep spraying it off and give it a good clean and get any excess oil out of the way. Unfortunately, I lost the footage of the oil going into the car, but I just filled it up as normal. I normally fill it up to 3 litres and I start checking the dipstick. And then I just top it up a little bit increments until I get to the max mark. And don't forget to check for any leaks afterwards, but that's how you change the oil on a Mark 1 Peugeot 3008 with a 1.6 diesel engine. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.